Oh, hello there! This video was supposed to start out with a gag of my head popping out from underneath the bed, but I have since discovered I definitely do not fit. Should probably visit a gym once. Hi, you're a guy. Help a girl out. I like this question already. So, I can't figure out what kind of gifts to get my boyfriend. Getting things for girls is so easy, you know, you just buy flowers and chocolates or a teddy bear. What are equivalents of those to guys? Gift cards to Target. And if he doesn't appreciate that, then he is not the one. Because Target is life. Okay, but let's start out this video with some actual advice before, you know, it inevitably crashes and burns. If you're hanging out with somebody specifically through the months of like October and November, right? And they like, you guys are walking like together in a store or something and they mention like, oh, I really like that item. That's where you don't buy it right then and there because that's like impossible to hide. No, you get on your phone and order it via Amazon. You do that like 2 or 3 times and boom, that's your holiday shopping done. You don't need to worry and stress about it anymore and you know that it's something that they will like and they hopefully will have no idea whatsoever. Okay, now let's get on to the bad advice. How do I balance taking care of myself and caring for others? I can't seem to find a middle ground. I feel like I either live really selfishly or just let myself be used by others. Holy crap, okay. I mean, to be honest, like the fact that you're self-aware enough to be like worried about this shows that you really, you don't really need to worry about like living too selfishly. You know, you're good. I think you're good. But if you're looking for some like concrete advice, you know, maybe like set up your week so that you specifically have days that are just for you and other days that are like just for your friends, you know, and that way it's set up ahead of time and so you know that it's balanced correctly for, you know, the ratio that you need. If you're introverted, you need more days to yourself. If you're more extroverted, you need more days with friends. But no matter what, just like stick to the schedule. Wow, we're actually getting good answers in this video. I'm pumped! So I've become great friends with this guy recently. He's an awesome counterpart for me and meets nearly every weird standard I have. And my family really likes him too. Okay, I like where this is going. I'm okay with our relationship being just a friendship, but I would be lying if I said I didn't wish it could be something more eventually. However, I have no idea if he could ever possibly feel the same way. I know for a fact he isn't willing to make the first move, and I'm certainly not willing to either. I've never liked someone who I actually have a chance with. What's the right thing to do in this situation? Look, if you're sure that you like him and you suspect that he has a thing for you, then it's time for you to be the bigger person and ask him out. You know, that the story of the girl being pursued by the guy is all well and good when that happens, but that's not the case for every person out there. You guys are very unique individuals, and maybe if you really like this guy, it's time for you to ask him out. You know, don't feel like you have to, you're powerless just because you're a girl. Ask him out, darn it. And keep me updated. I'm invested in this story now. So I recently got my first phone, kinda late at 17, cause I'm broke. And I really like it. Relatable. But I'm an extreme introvert. No longer relatable. And I get really scared that I'm bothering my friends too much. I don't text that much, but when they don't answer back till the next day or so, it makes me really insecure. When I brave the waters of calling them, then we have a really nice conversations and generally get along really well, and I've known most of them for several years. I know that they're really busy as a couple of them go to public school, but it still makes me worry. I don't have very many actual friends, so the few I do have, I really love and don't want to lose. What can I do? So granted, I don't really know how it is in your like circles, but in mine at least, texting is known as the way to like communicate with somebody when you don't need an immediate response. If an immediate response is necessary, you call. Texting is for whenever they're free, and based on what you said, it sounds like your friends are, you know, not free a lot of the time. So understand that they're not ignoring you, they're just bogged down with life, but they still take the time to respond to you, and that right there is your proof that you are not annoying them. You're good. You're okay. Everything is fine. I recently moved, and the company I work for transferred me to an office here. The only problem is the manager. He is sexist and rude and likes to talk down to me. Wow, things are no longer fine. I am young for the field I'm in, but I study really hard, and people who have done the job for 20 plus years ask me questions. The rules for the job are ever changing. If a client talks to me the same way this manager does, I'm not as shaken up about it because I don't see that client but like once a year. But this manager is grating on my nerves. Okay, I would recommend going to HR immediately and report. I would love to report him and everything else, but I won't be here long enough for it to come to fruition. I'm honestly just extremely tired of people judging my intelligence by my age, gender, and hair color. Oh, the blonde jokes. How can I prevent him from hurting my feelings? Do you have any advice for ignoring the negativity when you can't necessarily cut it out of your life? Wow, okay, but you do need to report this guy because chances are you are not the only person in this company that he is treating like this, which is not an okay or acceptable way to treat people. So either contact your local HR or frickin' the local news. I'm sure they would love to run a story about drama inside the office. Or maybe like don't contact them, but at least threaten to. I don't know, but this needs to stop. This is not okay. This is not a situation where you just like grin and bear it. If not for you, then do it for the other people. Be the hero that you really need to be in this situation. Holy crap. Wow, okay. The inevitable crash, there it was. So, there is this guy who was in my ASL class who I think is really cute. I'm crushing on him big time. Oh, now we're getting to the good stuff. I even think he might like me back. I catch him staring in my direction a lot. But here's the big catch. He's 1.5 years older than me and 7 months away from joining the military. I don't know whether I should ask him out or hold off because I know it would probably end sooner than I'd like. Thoughts? Well, I definitely commend you for Also, yet another thing, I'm still trying to get over my previous relationship. And I don't know if dating would be a good idea or just a way to get back at my ex. Ooh, it got juicier. Honestly, I'm torn. I'm torn about what advice to give you because based on the way that you phrased that last bit, it did not sound like an amicable breakup, you know, get back at my ex. But on the other hand, okay, I'm gonna say something that's going to distance me, let's just say, from a lot of like Christian homeschoolers, and that I don't necessarily think that dating always needs to be done with the intention to marry, because holy crap, that's a lot of pressure. And if like that makes asking someone out for a cup of coffee the equivalent of asking them right then and there to marry you, you know? Like that's too much pressure to put on somebody. Holy crap. And then what if you're on the receiving end of that, right? Just like that casual cool dude is like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden in this split second I have to decide if I'm ready to marry or not. Like, holy crap, I don't think that's a good way to approach relationships. So if you are, and he are both well aware that this probably won't be a permanent thing, and you just want to have some fun, because here's the thing, dating honestly is fun. Or it should be fun. I mean, ideally the person you're dating should be like one of your best friends at some point, you know? So honestly, as long as you're like smart about it and keep in mind that this, yeah, probably will end, but maybe it won't. Maybe you guys enjoy each other's company so much that you decide you have to do a long distance relationship, which is filled with struggles, believe me, but it can be worth it. I don't know, who knows the future? Not this guy. So I say go for it, honestly. Who knows the future? Not this guy, honestly. That's a great quote. Maybe that should be like the description for these Hey Chris's. Hey Chris, who knows the future? Not this guy. And on that note, if you have questions or just need general life advice, email me at chrisporterhoward@gmail.com for just bad advice. Just bad. That's all I gotta say about it. And stay positive.